up again. It wasn't too bad until just the last 15-20 minutes, and then a snowstorm either never left to begin with or it came back. There's a couple spots where you couldn't see anything. It's almost a whiteout. So we are just driving single file right now. It's not a good time to be crazy and pass people. As you can see, the left lane's got not a ridiculous amount of snow, but enough that you can easily go off the road if you're not paying attention. Just enough to be slushy, and they must have put salt down. So you can't really trust that slush underneath that snow. It's not worth it. This guy ahead of me is doing pretty good anyways. He's going only slightly slower than I can go top speed anyways, so that's fine. As far as the lane that we're in, it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. It's not slippery. So I just want to get out of Quebec. We are actually in Rivière-Du-Loup right now on Highway 20, where actually this is Highway 85 now, technically. We just got off the 20. And so Quebec are very quick to shut these roads down. Anything from Libby, Quebec, through to Rivière-Du-Loup and even past, but I never go past, to then south to the New Brunswick border from Rivière-Du-Loup. They are very trigger happy to close the road down. They don't seem to like closing it down from the Ontario border to Libby, because yesterday I drove through that and it was pretty bad. It was not good. See, at this point you can tell we're in the other lane, but like if this is where the clear mark is, you just run where it's clear. You don't worry about the lane as long as you're on the road. So just in case you notice that, there's no way I'm going to take an on-plowed part over a clear part, no matter what lane it's in. Of course, we're all going the same direction too. That's worth noting that there's not oncoming traffic. Anyways, Quebec, yeah, they're not really trigger happy in the other part of the province, but in this part, man, do they ever like shut the road down. I don't really know what they do when they shut it down. Well, they definitely block everything, but I'm not sure if the plows if they run the whole time, or if they pull the plows off the road because they figure they're not making headway. I'm not really sure of that. I've tried poking around. I can't really figure it out. If I ever come across somebody that knows, maybe they'll tell me. But anyways, we just do what we gotta do. Wait her out. One bad thing is it's always like Great and Levy, which is across the river from Quebec City, St. Croix, sorry. But the problem is there's no parking there. So you just, like, I parked on the street because there is one rest area, but the problem is they'll pack in there like sardines, and then if you're behind 10 trucks and you need the other 10 guys to go before you can move, right? Well, one of them's sleeping or doesn't want to leave or whatever, then you're kind of got an issue. So that's why I don't like parking there. If I know the road's shut down, to me that's just asking to get blocked in somewhere. Because not everyone leaves. It happened to me one time last year where we were all, well, a bunch of us, not everybody, but a bunch of us were stuck at the Irving. And I thought I had a good spot to get out, and sure enough, two guys parked kind of in front of me, perpendicular in front of me, and I couldn't do a thing. Then when the road opened up, me and the buddy beside me are waiting for them to move. We're banging on the door, trying to wake them up and whatnot, and they're taking their sweet old time. So we waited like 45 minutes just to get going. Well, when the roads are open, you want to move, right? Because you never know, they'll shut them back down again. I'm surprised they left this open. It was closed. That's really shocking that they actually did not come out and close it again. I'm really hoping we can get off this road before it closes down again. Because I don't want to sit around waiting anymore. We did 16 hours of that. The thing is, you don't know how long the roads are closed closed for. So when they're closed, maybe for the first 8 hours you take your sleep break, or even 10 hours. But like last night, I could have legally left at 3:45. Well, so I'm up at 3:45 checking the website to see if the road's open. Well, then it's not open, so then I set my alarm for another half an hour and just keep doing that, waking up every half an hour, checking the roads to see if they're open again. So you're not really getting a ton of sleep. But then you also don't want to sleep, or whatever, stay up late night and sleep, or whatever you want to do. Be there for 14 hours and the road's been open for 6 of them. And you're just sitting there playing video games or looking at Facebook, right? So that's kind of the thing, So I parked on the street because I thought, well, this would be better. I parked in that exact spot one other time and it worked out great. This morning I get up, there's a fair amount of snow in front of the truck, and I thought, I should be able to maneuver, just back up a bit. I shoveled everything out around the truck, all the wheels, trailer in the truck and whatnot. Always have a shovel. Always, always, always have a shovel. Anyways, I learned from experience, not having a shovel, that you always want to have a shovel. That shovel is like golden when you don't have one. When you do, it's also very useful. Anyway, so I used my shovel that my wife bought me last year. So I shoveled out, thought it was good, backed up, started coming forward, backed up again, made a little path. And I thought, the problem is I had to turn right to get onto the cloud part. This plow obviously went around me. So had I went just totally straight, I was going to go through like a foot of snow for nothing. And obviously get stuck. So I shoveled it and I started going, and I almost made it, and then it just couldn't get the last foot or two because I'm turning, right? And the snow is slippery. This truck isn't that great on slippery surfaces. It's okay when you're driving like this, but it's not good to go from a dead stop. It just doesn't do well there. So I backed up, went forward, backed up, went forward. One other time I got really close. And then what I realized when I backed up is I'm now edging closer to the ditch more than what I was, and I'm not straight anymore. So I was shoveling, ended up shoveling quite a bit of snow, like a lot of snow, almost like a driveway worth of snow. And then eventually a guy that was either getting off work or starting work was walking by. Not sure why he was walking in the snowstorm, but anyways, he was walking by, asked how I was doing. I said, I think I got it this time. So I kept shoveling. He went on his way. Then I think it might have been him that came by with another transport. So maybe he was going to work, I guess. And he stopped and asked me, he said, you didn't make it, eh? I said, yeah, I don't think I have enough here. I'm not pulling this off. So he stopped. I thought he was going to try to tow me out. He backed up. And then he dug out. He said, just a second. Well, I'm shoveling. And so he digs out these, I really don't know what the name is for them, but I've seen them one at a time. And maybe I've seen someone else use them. They're made of metal. Maybe you can get them in plastic, but the ones I've seen are metal. And they're kind of like teeth type things. Like it's maybe 2 feet long and maybe a foot wide type deal. And the idea is you put that under your tires and they will grip the ice or the snow or whatever, and your tires can use them for grip because they got teeth underneath. And they work really dandy. They're pretty cool rigs to have. I may need to have to invest in some. They're really good to have because I've seen them in action twice now with another guy's truck and then with my truck, and both times they worked like a charm. So that's a good deal right there. I told the guy, I said, man, I don't know what those are worth or what they cost, but they're definitely something the guy should have. So thank goodness I made a friend of Levi help me get out. And this guy decides to turn without using the signal light until the last minute, which was nice. That's not even the entrance, so I don't know why he did it that way. But anyways, hopefully about what we got going on right now, this wouldn't be too bad. The way it was there a while ago was not so good.